we're on the beach at Curlew. First time we've been here for 3 days. The weather's been atrocious. We've had about up to 40 knots of wind, and it's been pretty uncomfortable in the anchorage really. We've had a bit of comfortable time, but when the tide turns and things like that, it can be a pretty uncomfortable anchorage, so some sleepless nights. But look, the weather's clearing up now. At least we can get ashore. I think tomorrow we might make a run for it and head to Makay, but we'll just see how we go. Pretty nice beach, it's just that the conditions haven't been great. Well, we don't wear skimpy bikinis. Hell, it frightens me when I take my shirt off. There's definitely no one pregnant here. This is motor sailing for old dudes. We do live on a boat, and we do cruise extensively along the Australian coast. Join us and visit some great destinations. Learn how to look after a boat and live off grid. It might even get you enthused to do the same thing. Hey, stay out there till you can't. Well, a pretty early one this morning, got going about 4, slipped out of Curlew, and we've plotted a course for Mackay. Be there around about lunchtime, 7-hour trip. Not too bad. We've got a favourable wind, it's from behind. I've got a bit of sail out, and yeah, we're rocking along pretty nicely after about 5 very ordinary days at Curlew. So we're just about over Curlew Island. Overstayed our visit, I think. But anyway, we'll go to Makay and resupply, and hopefully get some better weather to head north again. Pretty good lookout, making sure there's no ships moving in our direction. It's good to come into an empty fuel wharf until you find that the pump's out of order. Bugger. Go down the other one in case someone else wants to come in. How you going, mate? Yeah, that'll let. That's unleaded there. One here. Go, baby.
No, it's a beautiful thing, dear.
Up front there, I think, bud.
Oh, okay. You'd say you want that one.
Yeah.
Pretty much just do it. Yeah?
Yep. We got our fuel, paid for 4 nights.
Brilliant.
Got to find our pen now, W17. So we've been allocated W17 and 18, we've got to find now. Here for 4 days at least. All paid for. There, mate.
Hey, how are you?
Not bad. Going all right there. Not too far out.
You'll do. You go back about 6 inches if you want.
Right.
You got plenty of time to tie it up. What's it like out there, all right?
Oh, terrible. It's been really shitty.
Hey?
It's been shitty the last week, I can tell you.
Where'd you come from?
Curlew, we've been holed up there for 5 nights now. Today's the best day we've
Big
had.
rolly?
It's bloody terrible. Oh, it used to be a good anchorage. There's something wrong with it now. Is this the beginning of the end of life as I know it? I'm playing around with potting mix.
There you go.
And we have a garden on the boat, and something I never thought that I'd really get around to doing, but there you go. A couple of little jobs while we're in Makay. Guy's making seat covers, fantastic. Now I'm replacing these old fluoros with some LED strip lighting, so that should give us a bit more light out here, which would be great. the old lucky fluoros. I tell you what, they've been there for 20 years. People have said to me they're lucky if they work, but they've been a pretty good thing. The plastic's pretty well had it. It's got a bit sick, but they've been up under the roof there for 20 years and the switches still work, so been very happy with them, but a bit of strip lighting will probably do a bit better job, a bit brighter. I've filled a couple of holes up there, and now all I've got to do is mix up a bit of poly-U and paint where the old lights work, because they're a bit dull, so put some bit of new paint up there. This is a roll of strip lighting I bought, so I've got them up. Just some of the other tools you probably need on board a boat if you're living aboard. Soldering iron, always something to solder, and most of your electronic joints better off if you solder them instead of twisting them together and putting a bit of tape over them. These are just insulation tubes, shrink wrap tubes for putting on your joints after you soldered them. Definitely a multimeter. If you're tracing electrical problems, you should have a multimeter on board, and yeah, good idea to know how to use it as well. And I've got a little box full of just connectors and wire and stuff like that, so that's all set up just to with all my electrical stuff in it, so I can just pull that out if I'm doing any electrical work. Anyhow, we're nearly through the job now, so I'll give you a look at it when it's finished. Makes a bit of difference, the strip lighting instead of the old fluoros I had up there, 20 years old, but yep, new stuff now. So here's the finished job. Pretty bright, huh? Certainly gives us a lot more light out here than the old fluoros.